Good morning, students, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And I hope that you all are happy and well at your homes during this coronavirus crisis. And be safe, be healthy during these days, and spend your time for the useful things. And I hope that you all are gaining knowledge during this free time. Okay, so last time we have discussed about chapter development of class 10th, economics chapter 1. So let's start our topics from where we had stopped, up to chapter income. Okay, so first of all I would recapitulate all the things which I had taught you earlier. First of all, we have discussed about what is development, and we read development at the concept of three topics, basically three aspects. Basically we have read about social development, political development, and economical development. Okay, then we further proceed to the next further topics like the goals of development. Okay, and basically the what is development, what are the goals of development. Next topic for today is income and other goals. Okay, basically last time I said one thing, that income, if we talk about income is the indicator of development, that we can't say that income is a goal of development. Only income is a goal of development, because if we ensure that income is good of any country, then we can't say that this country is wholly developed. Okay, because a country have required all the three aspects to be included in the development of their goals. Okay, so basically a country having developed, then the must three things should have been developed in the country. The first thing is economical development, the second is political development, and the third one is social development. Okay, last time I would give you also an example. I give you the example of Saudi Arab and USA. Okay, so USA is a developed country, but Saudi Arab is also a developed country, but we don't call it as fully developed country, because in terms of economical and social development it is far lag behind of the USA. Okay, so USA is a full developed country, fully developed country, because USA have development in terms of economical, political, as well as social. But we can't say that in terms of, in the case of Saudi Arab, because Saudi Arab is developed only on the economic sense. If we talk about on the social and the political level, then we can't say that he is a developed this country is a developed country. So this is the example, and by these both example we can conclude that a country needs to be developed in all the three aspects, then we can say that this country is developed country. Okay, so let's start our next topic, income and other goals. So in income and other goals, we can say that income is not the indicator of development, as I said earlier. Okay, so basically why income is not said to be an indicator of development, because when we compare different countries on the basis of income, then we can say that income is not an indicator of development, because in all the countries, if we see the condition of income, then the average income, first of all I would like to introduce you the term of per capita income, then you will easily understand the topic of uh, why income is not an indicator of development. So first of all I would like to introduce you the term or the concept of per capita income. So before read per capita income, we must know the concept of national development or national income. So basically we are talking about national income. So first of all we have to understand the definition of national income. National income means the total value of all the goods and services produced in a country during 1 year. So that is known as national income. प्लस इसमें एक और चीज़ आती है, दोबारा से मैं एक बार डिफाइन करना चाहूँगा. आई वुड लाइक टू कॉल द अगेन दिस डेफिनेशन. नेशनल इनकम का मतलब ये है द टोटल वैल्यू ऑफ ऑल द गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज प्रोड्यूस्ड इन अ कंट्री प्लस द नेट इनकम कमिंग फ्रॉम अब्रॉड. सो दिस इज नोन एज नेशनल इनकम. ओके, एंड इफ वी वांट टू कैलकुलेट द per capita income, then we use two basic concepts. By the help of two concepts we calculate the per capita income. So the formula for per capita income is national income divided by total population of that country. Like example के तौर पे हम देखते हैं, if we want to calculate the per capita income of India, then we have to require two things. The first of all, the national income of India, then the second most requirement thing which help in calculating the per capita income is population. So if you want to calculate, then we can simply put a formula of per capita income is equal to national income divided by total population of India. So we can easily calculate by the help of this example. Okay, so the next topic is per capita. One more thing, per capita income is also known as average income. Okay, so per capita income is also known as average income. Per capita income is also known as average income because on the basis of economical development, on the basis of national income by population, we simply calculate the average income or the per capita income. Simply means, okay, so basically now I would like to give you an example of why income is not an indicator of development. Simply think and simply just think about it. What ki if we compare different countries on the basis of income, then we simply says that two countries have similar in terms of average income, but the distribution of income in that countries is not equal. Okay, just take over the example which is given in NCERT, which show that income is income or average income simply tell us about the average income of that country, but don't describe or tells us about the overall distribution of income between different peoples of the country. So we can't say that income is the indicator of development, or per capita income is an income. Simply income is not an indicator of development because of the example we show that clearly that income, different countries can measure by the income, by per capita income, but in that countries the total distribution of income is not equal. So we can't say that income is a particular social or income is not indicator of development. Okay, so our next topic is in this chapter is national development. Okay, so national development, if we talk about national development, then we can also say that national development means overall development of a country. Okay, then overall development of a country depends only on three things as I taught earlier. Okay, social development, political development and economical development. All the areas and all the aspects of a country can be included in that concept, because if a country is developed, then we can say that a country is development in terms of all the other areas, all the other segments of a particular country. Okay, so all the segments of a country, all the particular things of a country are developed, then we can say that this is a national development. National development में राष्ट्रीय विकास में कि राष्ट्रीय विकास हो रहा है, नेशनल डेवलपमेंट हो रहा है, तो डिफरेंट तरीकों से आपका हो रहा है. ठीक है. द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक ऑफ आवर दिस चैप्टर इज what is intermediate good and is final good. Okay, we can in the concept of national development we can say that basically in national development we said that हमने क्या कहा national development में, the total value of all the goods and services produced in a country during 1 year plus the net income coming from abroad, this is known as national income. So basically in that area we have to know about two concepts, इंटरमीडिएट गुड्स एंड द फाइनल गुड्स. मीन्स कौन कौन से गुड्स हमारी कंट्री के अंदर प्रोड्यूस हो रहे हैं. दो तरह के गुड्स होते हैं, द इंटरमीडिएट गुड एंड द फाइनल गुड. ओके, बेसिकली इफ वी टॉक अबाउट इंटरमीडिएट गुड्स वी हैव टू नो अबाउट द डिफरेंस बिटवीन इंटरमीडिएट एंड फाइनल गुड्स. ओके, इंटरमीडिएट गुड्स आर द गुड्स विच इज यूज्ड बिटवीन टू मेक अ फाइनल प्रोडक्ट. ओके, लाइक वी रिक्वायर फ्लोर, और हमें क्या होता है, मैं आपका गेहूं बना, बेसिकली अगर हम बात करते हैं आटा बनाने की, ओके, ब्रेड बनाने की, तो हमें रिक्वायर क्या होगा, फ्लोर रिक्वायर्ड होगा, आटा. ठीक है, हमें गेहूं रिक्वायर होगा. तो दैट इज बेसिकली क्या है आपका, तो दैट इज जो आपका ब्रेड हुआ, द ब्रेड इज एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ व्हाट bread is an example of final good, and गेहूं like wheat और flour is an example of intermediate good. Means सीधा सा मतलब है कि जो भी चीज़ फाइनली होती है और जिसको हम डायरेक्टली कंज्यूम करते हैं वो बेसिकली फाइनल गुड कहलाता है, और जो उस प्रोडक्ट को बनाने में बीच में चीज़ें काम आते हैं तो दैट इज नोन एज इंटरमीडिएट. इंटरमीडिएट का मतलब जो बीच में होती हैं, तो दैट इज नोन एज इंटरमीडिएट गुड एंड द फाइनल गुड. ओके, intermediate good is the good which is not included in the national income, and final good is included in the national income. Okay, so basically these are goods. Basically intermediate good are those goods which are used in making a final product, and final products are those which are directly used by the consumer. Okay, first difference. Second difference is basically the value of intermediate good is not included in the national income, but on the other hand the value of final good is included in the national income. Example, if we take the example of intermediate good, then we can say that if we making a bread, so making a bread, between making a bread we must require wheat or flour. So wheat or flour is the example of intermediate good, and bread is directly consumed by the consumers or the customers, so bread is an example of final good. Okay, so this topic is complete, intermediate and final good. Let's go to the next topic of gross domestic product or GDP. Okay, so if we talk about GDP, gross domestic product, then we can say that GDP is the total value of all the goods and services produced in a domestic territory, so that is known as GDP. मीन्स GDP क्या होता है? GDP का मतलब है द टोटल वैल्यू ऑफ ऑल द गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज प्रोड्यूस्ड इन अ कंट्री, ओके, माइनस द नेट इनकम कमिंग फ्रॉम अब्रॉड इज नोन एज GDP. ओके, सो ये क्या हुआ? GDP हुआ. ठीक है, GDP इज क्लियर. एंड द लास्ट थिंग, इंटरमीडिएट एंड द फाइनल गुड इज क्लियर. देयर इज वन मोर थिंग ऑफ डबल काउंटिंग. ओके, यहाँ पे एक डबल काउंटिंग का कॉन्सेप्ट आता है. सो बेसिकली इन द लास्ट टॉपिक आई हैव सेड दैट the value of final product is included in the national income. So we can say that the intermediate price is not included in the national income to avoid the double counting. Yes, so that the value of intermediate good was not included in that price. Okay, that will give you example in your book. You can take also the example of your book. You can see this example in your book, then you can easily understand of the double counting. Okay, our next topic is GDP. As I told earlier, GDP is the total value of all the goods and services produced in a country during 1 year, so that is known as GDP. Okay, so these are the concepts of this chapter, and I hope that you understand all the basic concepts of this chapter. Today at the end I said that in today we have discussed about two or more three things of this chapter, and tomorrow I will go through all the basic जितने भी बचे हुए concepts हैं I will told you in the tomorrow class. So I hope that you understand all the basic concepts of this chapter. Thank you for watching.